weekend. Both of them have drived to perfection. Hansen had a technical problem, but they managed to come back from that. And just look, the rippling, the heat, the glaze.
Yes, the heat haze. It probably, yeah, I mean, it's about
Cold
4
haze.
degrees, but in the distance. Look at what it means to Katie. We saw earlier, Katie said, I felt like I've won. You know what? You have won.
Absolutely. Cristina Gutierrez, look at this. The race is on. She knew it, but she went outside the marker, actually, when she came back. So she may well get a penalty for that because she went wide. I thought when she crossed over that final jump, there was an issue because one of them had taken the wrong line.
it was a good effort. I think that'll be a 10-second penalty, but she'd lost the position anyway, and it's not going to drop behind Kristoffersen. Is Kristoffersen still out on course?
No, I think he's back now. He's made it back, but understandably, disappointment for the championship leaders coming into this weekend. Oh dear, that was great. I loved it.
Amazing. The winners of the Arctic X Prix, Andretti United. A fantastic drive from Katie Munnings and Timmy Hansen. Second ever winners in Extreme E.
I'm with Andretti United Extreme E's Katie Munnings. You have just won the Arctic X Prix. Earlier you said you can't wipe the smile off my face. I'm so happy with the semis. You've just won it.
I know, I'm about to cry. Like, I just can't believe it. You know, where we were, you know, we stopped on stage in the quali one, and here we are, we won it. And you know, the pace has been incredible. The team have done such a good job. We worked so hard on this. Timmy's been helping me so much, transferring all his racing skills to me. I'm just like absolutely buzzing. I want to go give him a big hug.
Well, you go do that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Just all smiles for Katie. Here is Timmy. He is as well. He's having a winning couple of weeks. Yeah, there we go.
Can you do a donut in an Odyssey 21? 1.8 tons of vehicle, probably
I'm sure they give it a go at the last round, but maybe not just yet. So, yeah, there is a penalty look for X44, but brilliant. Another look at the start. So from the back, we get a better idea actually from the drone, don't we? It was a brilliant start by X44. Actually, on the science, I thought there was contact with JBX, but I don't actually think there was. This was low, but he ran the car really deep, and I thought potentially too deep, and that he might have lost the position there on the run up to the first corner to Molly, but Molly couldn't find the traction to stick it up the inside.
I was going to say, the traction looked better actually from the outside line, and these drivers so clever in their strategy and the studying. It was a big impact for the United Andretti car, but not a problem for them at that point in time.
No, and that was Katie Munnings on the first lap. So Katie did a jump very similar to the one that we saw from Johan on the second lap. This was on the way into the switch zone. Hats off, you know, to X44. 18 seconds in the lead when they came out. They were 18 seconds back when they left. That means they've changed the wheel. It's a 45-minute second hold, don't forget. So they've changed the wheel in about 1:20.
Yeah,
really impressive.
Really impressive. Yeah, those Continental tyres going back on that car. And they should get some sort of pit stop award, shouldn't they?
They should. Now, this was the moment, look, where they were side by side. So Kristoffersen went out wide. That is an absolutely massive jump. And unfortunately, just a little bit too much. But you know what? Everybody loves a tryer. That's why everyone's so excited. But Sarazan wasn't even in this final, but for his move earlier in the semi-final. But wonderful, incredible performance.
Oh, it really was. This is the part where, unfortunately, X44 car went a little bit wide, so they got a little 5-second penalty. But what a race it was. Spectacular scenery in Greenland, and a race to boot just as spectacular and worthy.
Amazing stuff from Andretti United. Back with the team. Brilliant.
Well, the team congratulating Timmy Hansen. You can see what it means to them. And a very small amount of team members actually allowed out on site because we're watching what we do with sustainability, environmental issues. In fact, they've all taken their own cutlery and their own plates, so we don't have any waste, and even the toilet's compostable.
Timmy's brother Kevin coming in for a hug with Katie as well, but Katie, just an incredible job by her. I know her mum and dad will be watching in the UK. I know Timmy's mum and dad will be watching. It's brilliant, isn't it?
She can't believe it. She's going to pinch herself. She's going to have dreams about this forever. She is on top of the world, literally. Michael
Andretti and Zach Brown will be feeling pretty pleased, won't they, that re-signed these two already for next year. This is what happens when you give a driver a deal and you go, you know what, we have confidence in you. We believe in you for next year. Everybody relaxes a bit and you get the job done. Alejandro Agag over there congratulating only the second winner of an X Prix.
Yeah, the man whose idea this was, his brainchild. What a great idea. What a really great idea it was. So the final race results are in. It was RXR coming in last place, a minute in the end behind. Loban Gutierrez, 27 seconds behind, of course, with that 5-second penalty. The Science and Sounds team, 22.86 seconds behind our winners. And then Arlen Kotelinski and Hansen getting the second place. That's how the podium will look, with Munnings and Hansen for Andretti United atop of that podium. I hope everybody in the F1 paddock was watching that, because they would have loved it.
It was a brilliant race. That's the dream for Extreme E. That's what everybody wanted. It's the first season. Hats off to the organisers there is Jensen with the squad. Hats off to the organisers for changing the format and going, you know what, we can do 5 cars, we can change this, we can change that. And this is a result of all those little changes. A brilliant race weekend.
Just see them celebrating, congratulating each other at Sands and Sainz.
I'm with Asiana Sainz's Laia Sanz. Laia, your first final, you've made it onto the podium.
Yeah, it was not easy for me to manage. My first time that I start with more cars, 5 cars, was not easy. I had not a great start. And then maybe, I don't know, I tried to push in the leg and I do many mistakes. But I'm so happy that Carlos managed to get the car to the podium, and it's a great feeling, and thanks to all the Acciona team.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So thinking back, I'm pretty sure that Sainz has taken the wheel of the car in the semi-finals when they've been in the semis. So yeah, that's the first time she's taken a grid start at all, and it was with 5 cars. It's their first final, and they end up on the podium.
Yeah, she's done such a good job. I mean, she is so decorated when she comes from a 2-wheel background. In fact, she's got the most world titles of anybody in the field.
And that's saying something.
Well, exactly, transferring that across to 4 wheels, hugely impressive from the Science Acciona team.
I'm with JBXE's Kevin Hansen and Michaela Olenkolinski. Guys, congratulations. You've had a challenging day, to put it lightly, and you've come second.
Well, what an amazing day, and what a drive for Michaela in there, following Johan and Timmy, one of the 2 best rallycross drivers in the world. I mean, it was an incredible drive. We came from low with a big penalty, fought us way back through the crazy race, and here we are on the podium.
We are a great team. Thanks, Kevin. I mean, amazing drives from us. We so deserve this. You're the best teammate.
Oh, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Proper love in there for Hansen and Arlen Kotelinski, and why not? They've been through a lot to get to this point. Arlen Kotelinski was the Extreme E Continental test driver. Kevin Hansen has already won the first round of the World Rallycross Championship this year, but this will be very nice. Another taste of being on a podium.
It's Timmy Hansen who won the second round, so they've had a great season so far, haven't they? The Hansen family, they really have. They're very much in winning mode at the minute.
I'm with Andretti United's Katie Munnings and Timmy Hansen, our Arctic X Prix winners. Congratulations! First win of the season.
Incredible. What a drive Katie did to get us out in the lead from the pit stop. Then a crazy battle with Johan. We both went way above the limit, but yeah, we came home as the winner.
I cannot believe it. I can't believe we're saying that after the start to the weekend. It's just literally well done to the team. Thank you, team. We've all worked so hard on this.
I mean, the semi-final was incredible, but what was going through your mind on that last little drive there on the final?
Winning.
I couldn't watch. I was facing the wall. I couldn't watch it.
I saw your face, Katie, and I mean, it was a roller coaster of emotions in that command centre.
I know what he's like, though. This is the problem. I can't watch. I know how he drives.
Well, listen, how are you going to celebrate?
How are we going to celebrate?
We're going to have a few beers on the boat tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Brilliant. Congratulations. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love the fact Katie was so nervous she couldn't watch. I bet her parents were that nervous as well that they wouldn't have been able to watch. It's a brilliant first win. That's got to be Katie's biggest ever win. Timmy's competed in World Championships. This is the highest level at which Katie Munnings has competed, and it's a win for her and Timmy. I just think a fantastic performance from the pair of them and from Andretti United. Look at it. Stoked, chuffed.
Yeah, sheer delight, isn't it? And
Yeah.
an XC weekend is hard there on They're on the boat. It's just a great backdrop, isn't it? And look at the results. Here's what it's done for the championship top 10. You can see RXR still in the lead, 93 points for Taylor and Christopherson. X44 in second place, Gutierrez and Loeb. So the 9 points is the gap, and then you come down into third place, 71 points. They have climbed up to third place. They were fourth coming into this for the Andretti United team. And a big jump for JBXE as well. They've done really well. Michaela Arlen-Kotelinski, slightly more points because she's been racing since the very beginning, 68. And then the Acciona Science team on 54. Matthias Ekstrom, he's also taken all of the starts so far for the Abt Cupra team on 54 points as well. And you can see 7 down to 11 at the moment, and 12. A really bad weekend for the Segi Chip Ganassi racing team, not scoring points, and a really disappointment for them. But happiness for everybody else at the podium.
It's really closed up the championship. Both the championship leading cars haven't had perfect events here. It's going to make things very exciting for the remaining 2 events.
Really is. It's time for the podium then. You can see the flags are fluttering in the background. The people who are there, some of the locals maybe even, have gone down to help celebrate.
Let's begin the celebrations by awarding our winners. Firstly, I'd like to welcome to the stage Roger Griffiths, representative of winning team Andretti United Extreme E. And in third place, Laia Sanz and Carlos Sainz from team Acciona Science XE.
First podium for Acciona, first win for Andretti United. Just loads and loads of firsts today. Awesome.
In second place, Michaela Arlen-Kotelinski and Kevin Hansen from team JBXE.
Team actually admitting that it was pretty difficult for Jensen Button to be watching. He's not a big fan of being out of the car.
A huge congratulations to our Arctic X Prix winners, Katie Munnings and Timmy Hansen from Team Andretti United Extreme E.
Fantastic. I love the fact they've got the flags with them. You know, I think everyone's feeling a bit Olympic at the minute with the Olympics and the Paralympics currently going on. And yeah, I love to see people being proud of where they've come from. Hugs for team managers. Amazing.
National anthem.
The Star-Spangled Banner ringing out around the Arctic.
Will now present the trophies.
And the trophies now being presented.
Tyre technical team at Continental will now present the winning team trophy.
Best X Prix, I think.
Oh, it's been absolutely stunning to watch. The message has been very important and significant. The racing has matched that message. You can see the constructor champion for this round just lifting, that's Roger Griffiths, the team principal, lifting their trophy, the sustainable trophy into the air. And yeah, it's been a brilliant X Prix. We've had some great racing throughout.
Changes to the format have been amazing. Everyone had that chance to make it through. Remember that JBXC went and won the crazy race to give themselves the chance of being in there. 30-second penalty for using an extra tyre. There they are up on the podium. First ever podium for Carlos Sainz and Leia Sanz with Acciona Sights, and a first ever win for Andretti United. Just a wonderful weekend of racing.
I think the quality of the field speaks out, doesn't it, really? The teamwork is brilliant, and now it's time for them to celebrate. The champagne will flow. Oh, this has been a brilliant race weekend.
Absolutely fantastic. Halfway through the season for Extreme E, the Arctic X Prix was absolutely wonderful. And we will see you next time out in Sardinia. Thanks for watching. Wonderful podium here. Andretti United on the top step for the first time. Timmy Hansen and Katie Munnings. P2 to Kevin Hansen and Michaela Arlen-Kotlinski for JBXE. And then you've got Carlos Sainz and Leia Sanz for Sainz Acciona. Carlos will be pleased to be up there when it's his own team after all.
The champagne is being sprayed. This is the celebratory moment where all of the drivers sweat mixed with champagne. One of the foulest smells of the world, but I tell you what, when you're a driver, you don't care about that. You just celebrate, and this is what it's all about. Teamwork. It's about having two great drivers in your car. These two already signed up for next season. The brothers embrace on the top. Katie embraces Timmy as well. What a pairing. It's no wonder that the bosses of Andretti United have decided, actually, you know what? We want them, and we want them for next year already.
They'll be over the moon. I'll tell you what, they might be a bit disappointed they signed them. They might have got them, well, no, they'd be pleased. They might have been a bit more expensive this week, sorry. You know, I think you'd be going, well, I've got a win now, so we're going to need to renegotiate. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's fantastic. I can't come up with enough words to explain.
Platitudes are incredible, aren't they?
Yeah.
And look, there's Katie trying to do a little bit of a selfie. She on TikTok. Who knows where she is, but whatever it is, absolutely brilliant. Katie has really raised her game this weekend. We've seen her perform well so far, but my word. There we go, Roger Griffiths standing alongside Katie and Timmy as well. The celebrations will continue. They'll go to the St. Helena tonight, which will turn into a mobile disco, no doubt, with a lot of drinking and a lot of celebrating. And why not? They have worked their socks off. They've done a lot of very important scientific research while they've been up there. The professors and the scientific committee will also have found out fascinating things which will, I hope, help Greenland and the local and everybody on the planet. Because do you remember at the beginning, we had a great quote of everyone has to win on climate, otherwise we all lose?
Certainly do. Maybe we can have a big party if we all win on climate. I'm just thinking that it's got to be party time on the boat. Fantastic.
Just bring your own plates.
Yes, they have.
Well, the bobble hats showing that that is a very cold backdrop, and I tell you what, it's going to be very different next time. Maybe less of the dancing. Very different next time, isn't it? Sardinia, it's going to be a lot warmer, but the team's hoping to be just as happy.
the watch?
Oh, yeah.
Still you do? Okay.
It's insane. It's in my bag.
Okay, you did incredible.